This is the finished look. It's genuinely a scary situation. Wedding plans are being cancelled. It's heartbreaking. Hello guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a get ready with me. This is a get ready with me for my pre-wedding photo shoot. I've got some really bad news. My wedding introduction has actually been cancelled, so I'll be talking you guys through that as well. People always ask about my skincare routine, so I thought I'll just add that into this video. Before getting into this video, guys, don't forget to subscribe, hit that bell notification so you know every time I upload. And lastly, if you like videos like this, if you like get ready with me, if you like chit chat videos, just let me know and give this video a thumbs up. Alright guys, so first and foremost, I'm going to take you guys through what I usually do every single morning. My skincare routine has been the same for about 4 years now, and my skin is more or less clear. Trust me, this is like a proven technique. It's excellent. First item that I have to recommend is this black soap. It's called Grwm. I've actually been using this for 10 years plus. It's amazing. It's all natural ingredients. There's palm oil, cocoa ash, shea butter, there's water, there's honey, there's lime juice, camwood, aloe vera, lemon juice, and natural African black soap, and it's amazing. So Grwm. I use this every single morning on my face. I literally just put it in my hands, lather it up, lather it on my face with my hands, and wash it off. That's literally all I do every single morning. I've been doing that for the past 10 years plus, and my skin is flawless. If I ever get any breakouts, I literally use this in about 2-3 days maximum. My skin is totally clear. It is a bit drying, just to let you know. If they sell it online, I'll try and link it below. Absolutely amazing. Highly recommend this. On my body, I'll use either Dove soap or Imperial Leather. So these two, using this on my body for 15 years plus, and my skin is quite flawless, like, if I do say so myself, like humble much. Anyway, I like to get off as much dirt as possible, so I use the hand glove, lather this in, and it works wonders. My fiance actually has dry skin, so he uses this. We found that this works really well for him. So after I finish showering in the morning, I then immediately apply what I would call a concoction of natural body oils. So I have 3 body oils that I use in total to moisturize my skin, my face, and my hair. Once again, they're all natural products. I mix these all together, by the way, but I'll just show you them separately. So the first thing, that is in a container because it's literally raw. So this is a coconut oil. It smells so good. Like, this is raw natural coconut oil. Put this in the palm of my hand, use this all over my body. It smells really good and it's so moisturizing. So I use raw coconut oil. If I can find any like raw products online, I'll link them down below. The next body oil that I use, this is every single morning. I mix it with the coconut oil. Again, it's in a container because it comes raw from Nigeria. This is called Ori. That in translation means this is an African shea butter. That's what it is. It's just that it's called Ori. No preservatives, it's absolutely raw. So it comes in this very solid sort of form. In the microwave, what I do, I usually heat up the coconut oil and the Ori together, or you can just take it and literally put it in your arm, rub it in, and rub it on your skin. It has a smell which is not so pleasant, so mixing it with the coconut oil is absolutely perfect. It's a lot thicker than the coconut oil, so I actually use more of this during winter and less of it during summer. And then the last oil that I use on my face, body, and hair is this Moroccan oil. So when I went to Morocco about 2 years ago, a tour guide took me to a place where they specially make these. You can see the ladies making this oil from the seeds. So this is raw as well. This is really good. I get these sent to me. I mix this in and it has the most amazing smell. I decided to go natural with all of my body products about 4 or 5 years ago. 100% natural, and it works wonders for my skin. And apparently I look like I'm 15 years old, even though I'm a lot older than that. I just wanted to quickly add in what I use for deodorant. Salt of the earth. You can either get it from Whole Foods or you can get it from Holland & Barrett, but it works really well. Aerosols and stuff like that are really bad for you. They're bad for the environment also. Get natural deodorant. Like, this literally changed my life. It lasts literally, I would say, even more than 2 days, but obviously I shower every day and use it every day, but this is absolutely amazing. That's everything I use for my skincare routine. I hope that was helpful. Let's just get straight into the makeup. So the first thing that I usually use on my face is this MAC oil control. Guys, this was meant to be one of the happiest times of my life. It's just a shame about this whole virus situation. I really cannot begin to tell you guys how much stress I've been under. I've started a new business, which thankfully is going well. It's more like a property business. This eyebrow pencil from Primark, I've been using it for I think over a year now, and it's my go-to product. Brow sketch. It's in the color dark brown. As of today, Boris Johnson has actually announced that the UK is officially in lockdown. I made my last journey yesterday. Thankfully, it was to come and see my fiance. Otherwise, I would have been stuck in my own house. I was meant to have been traveling to Nigeria literally in the next 2 days. However, all airports there have been shut. Our wedding introduction was meant to be literally in a few days. Now that's cancelled. My brother-in-law to be was also going to get married. He's literally spent 12,000 or even more on wedding preparations and things like that. His wedding has been cancelled. You know, we were all meant to be traveling for that. The fact that my wedding plans are being cancelled, like, it's heartbreaking, you know. This is just meant to be a time that's like so exciting, and that's just kind of not the case right now. There's nothing I can do. At the end of the day, it's times like this where you just need to count your blessings. I'm more grateful that I'm alive and I'm healthy. My family members are healthy, you know, but at the end of the day, it is still a hard pill to swallow. The MAC Pro Longwear Concealer in the shade NW45. I'm going to take this Real Techniques brush, do the outline of my eyebrows. My wedding introduction has now been cancelled. So for those of you who don't know, wedding introduction in Nigerian culture is just sort of like a pre-wedding party for the bride and the groom's family to meet each other for the first time. Because my fiance's family, his dad and stepmom, they live in Nigeria, so they haven't met my parents yet. So it was just going to be a perfect time before the wedding where, you know, everyone could bond, you know, eat, talk, get to know each other. Obviously that's not happening. Real Techniques blending brush and blend that out. As if that wasn't bad enough, in the speech made by Boris Johnson yesterday, weddings for now are being cancelled. Like, all ceremonies apart from funerals, all ceremonies are being cancelled, and our civil ceremony, the court legal ceremony in the UK, is meant to hold in a few months. So once again, we're just gonna have to get in contact with them and just see what's happening. But for now, I just everything is just going to like trash, basically. I'm hoping this is gonna be over in, you know, a month or two, but at this point in time, guys, I genuinely just don't know. I don't want to get emotional. So I'm just going to take this Rimmel eyebrow shaper. You can take any clear mascara, really, just to make sure my eyebrows stay in place. LA Pro Concealer in the color corrector. This is the orange color. My skin is sort of uneven in these sort of areas, and then I have bags as well. So I'm just going to color correct. Our flights have been cancelled as well. We're still trying to get a refund from the airline. I'm sure at this time there are hundreds of thousands of people who are trying to get refunds. My heart just goes out to like all of the people who are actually still stuck. One of my fiance's friends actually went to go get married literally a few days before they announced the lockdown in Nigeria. The airport is literally shut down, so there's no going in and there's no coming out. So he's literally stuck there. We could have literally found ourselves in the same position. So thank God we didn't even get on the flight in the first place. The thing about these legislations is something will be announced today and it would be enforced literally the same day. So people don't even have time to quickly prepare, pack up and leave. So can you see my skin is looking a lot more even? I'm going to do my eyeshadow. So I'm just going to take this LA Girl Pro Concealer. This is in the color Fawn as a base. Sedona Lace palette. It literally has every single color under the rainbow, and then it also has another layer. My dress is actually a combination of pink and burgundy, so I'm going to try and do an eye look like that. Do the base of my eye in this orange sort of color, put it all over my eyelid. As you guys know, my fiance is a doctor and he is at such high risk right now. The stories that he tells me every time he comes back, I'm just like praying literally on my knees every day that God keeps him safe. This sleek makeup palette, Sunset 568, burgundy color for my eyes. Because my fiance is a doctor, he's someone that's like at high risk of actually catching this. The question in my mind is like, okay, he's at high risk every single day of catching the virus. Does that now mean that I should now not be with him or not be around him? For me, that's not even an option. I'm not gonna say I'll be away from you because you're in a high risk job. Some people may not agree with my decision, but my decision has been to come here, be with him, and God forbid if he gets it, we're in this together, you know. Yeah, I don't know if it's the right decision or the wrong decision, but it's this decision I've chosen to make, and yeah, that's that really. Only God knows how long this thing is gonna last. Would I now not see him for months on end? It's just not an option, and that's just what it is. Primark eye pigment, and I'm just gonna put it over this eyeshadow. Primark eye pigment is actually so good. We don't have children as of yet, so but just trying to isolate them, and obviously my fiance going to work and being in contact with people who have virus or may have virus, is just puts us in a tricky situation. And at that point I won't be able to be as selfish as I'm being now, because it's only me that's at risk. I'll be lying to you if I told you that I'm not worried, or every time he walks out of the door and comes back that I'm not worried and praying that, you know, nothing bad is gonna happen to him. You know, all I can do is pray. And my heart genuinely goes out to anyone who's in the healthcare sector, you know, the nurses, the doctors, the healthcare workers. Like, you guys are the real heroes. Like, honestly, you guys are putting your life in danger to save others. Like, and to, you know, the family members and the partners and the children of these people, like, it's genuinely a scary situation to be in. My choice is that I'm gonna be here with him no matter what, and you know, that's that. Sorry, I'm literally trying to do a makeup tutorial and I'm literally about to ruin my makeup. Wow. Okay, let me get it together. Sorry guys, this is actually like a really hard time. Sorry guys, I'm getting so emotional. Anyway, now I'm gonna take this Primark pigment in a color gold. I'm gonna put it in the corners of my eyes. In Italy, 1 in 10 people who have the virus are actually in the medical field. 1 in 10 people are doctors, who are nurses, who are medical workers. In the hospital that he's currently in, there's meant to be a suit that covers them from head to toe, but there's only one suit in the whole hospital. Like, why is that? All they have are these face masks to protect them, which is not enough. Honestly, just pray for me. This is like a really dark brown. My heart goes out to like all those people who are experiencing like difficulties in terms of work. Like, this can be really hard. How to feed your children and the future, how to pay your mortgage, your rent, your bills. Like, that's not a great place to be in. There are jobs out there that may be less than what you're used to, but there are jobs. Like, Iceland are hiring. I was shopping and I saw that they had literally put a sign in their window that they want people to start immediately. Sectors in terms of delivery, they need people as well. Businesses that take calls, call center companies. So, you know, there are jobs out there just for people who have been laid off. The government are trying to make efforts in terms of subsidizing 80% of wages. Every day you turn on the TV, you open your social media, it's just negativity, and you're already in self-isolation. Like, it's just not good for your mental health. So please stay positive. You have a lot of things to be grateful for, so just count your blessings. I know it's hard at this time. I'm gonna take this Grwm eyeliner, the best eyeliner in the world. Healthcare workers are at the highest risk right now, and we just need to pray for them. They're literally putting their lives on the line every single day. It's MAC Kohl eyeliner, and I'm literally just gonna, like so. These eyelashes are so good. Primark eyelashes in general are really good. Just pluck them out, blow it, leave it to dry for like 2 seconds. Mascara, and then I have the Benefit They're Real on my bottom and upper lash. This burgundy color here. MAC concealer in the color NW45 to conceal my under eyes. As you guys know, my older sister is pregnant, so she's like high risk as well, so I'm also praying for her. I think times like this as well are a blessing in disguise, because you just get to see and be thankful for what you do have. Usually I'm just always like so busy starting businesses or making money, and family is the most important thing at the end of the day. Love is the most important thing. You know, a wedding being cancelled is not the end of the world. We still have each other, you know, we still have our health, we still love each other very much. Being away from him, knowing that something could happen at any point, because we both live alone, that would not be an ideal situation. So till death do us part, like, you know, literally. Sacha Buttercup setting powder. The importance of saving. If you cannot live a minimum of 6 months without your job salary on the savings that you have, then there's an issue. In this day and age, there's no such thing as security. Like, it's non-existent, guys. You always need to think ahead. If something happens, am I prepared? If the answer to that question is no, then you need to start making some lifestyle changes. You guys see me buying designer stuff all the time, but number one, it's taken me a while to get here, and number two, I am financially savvy. I have been, I always will be. LA Girl Pro Concealer in the color Mahogany. So even on a salary of 6 figures, right, I was still in a accommodation where I had a housemate. Now I've moved up to like a 4-bedroom house, thank God. Why are you spending almost 80, 70, even 50% of your monthly salary on rent? You need to really evaluate what you would like your life to be like, and sometimes you need to sacrifice in the short run. My mortgage was literally 0.5% of my salary. I am not going to be spending even 5 or 10% of my income on rent, on a mortgage, on bills. I'm not going to do that. That's one thing I think I decided from a very young age. I remember when I was in university, I moved into this like really expensive accommodation. I remember every month, this was only for 6 months of my life, sleek contour palette in dark. I remember every month looking at my account and thinking, why is there only like £50 left? Because I wanted to live in this like really nice place. It was called the Marina. It was right by the beach. You had beach views. Because I wanted to live in this fabulous rented accommodation, I literally did not have money to eat. I learned very, very quickly, what are you doing to secure your future? To secure the bag, to secure your generation, to secure your children. Thankfully, when it comes to finances, I'm in a position where I don't have to struggle. I did experience that very early on, very, very early on in life. And I made sure that that would never happen to me again. I used 3 different highlighters. NARS highlighter in the color Albatross. You don't need too much. These highlighters individually are a lot. And I also put it on my collarbone. Sleek highlighter, face form contouring and blush palette. I use this one. Put it on my cheeks, my nose, my eyes, my upper lip, and my collarbone. MAC Gold Deposit Mineralizer Skin Finish. Absolutely gorgeous. I love this. Can you see how it's glowing already? Like, you really don't need too much unless you want to look like a disco ball. In that case, lather it on, honey. Last one is Fenty Beauty Trophy Wife. Shout out to Rihanna for coming through. Everybody has this highlighter. If you don't, fix your life. Go and get it. Online delivery. Blend. So as you guys can see, I haven't really put on so much makeup, but I think it's made a big difference, really. This sleek blush, 3 colors in the palette. I just go like this. And then, yeah. So I've literally just put on lip gloss, Night Moth lip liner from MAC. Literally got lost because I was talking so much. This lipstick by MAC, it's called Dark Side. I'm just going to put these on the edges. And then I'm going to take this other MAC lipstick. I'm just going to put it in the center. This lip gloss by MAC. This was actually part of the Taraji P. Henson lip gloss. This stuff is like really good. Seal everything on my lips. Just to remove all of the lipstick around my mouth so it doesn't get on my teeth. Studio Fix powder in NW48 to finish off my face. I hope you guys like it. Quite simple. Studio Fix Matte Prep and Prime. This is in the matte. Voila, my makeup is done. I hope you guys like this look. Just a bit of burgundy, pink. That's the theme of my pre-wedding shoot. This is my wig. I dyed it burgundy. To achieve this hair color, I believe I used the color magenta, which is 88, and then I mixed it with black. I put rollers in. So I usually use these big rollers when I'm trying to achieve quite big curls. Literally just roll outwards. So can you see it's gorgeous? So this was actually wet. If you want a full tutorial on how I curl my hair, please let me know. I'm just going to take out everything. And can you see these gorgeous looser sort of curls? So I've taken out all of the rollers. So as you can see, the wig is nicely curled. My hair's been plaited underneath. It looks a bit crazy right now, but I promise you it's going to look amazing. My paddle brush. I really like to hear some of you guys' experiences and thoughts since this whole virus thing has hit. How are you guys coping with self-isolation? Obviously, I live on my own as of now, just before I get married, but I was literally losing my mind. I'm not even joking, guys. Like, how are you guys doing it? Like, thankfully, I have like my family who I can talk to on the phone every day. Imagine being in a house 24/7 on your own. Like, I was really just not having the best time with the whole self-isolation thing. Like, I have to be totally honest, it just wasn't my thing. It's really a trying time, you know? Anyway, don't brush it out too much, otherwise you're going to disrupt the curls. I added in some natural baby hairs to this wig, so I'm not gonna glue it down. This is the finished look. It's actually really cute. What do you guys think? This is my first time with burgundy hair and I love it. Love it. Oh my god. I'm just gonna take some Elnet hairspray and spray that all in so the curls are nicely held and tight. Oh my gosh, I really like this look. What do you guys think? Accessories, I'm just going to take these Zara earrings. It's a shame we can't go out, otherwise I would have found an excuse to go out this evening. So this is the finished look. I hope you guys like it. I think it's really cute actually, and like this color of hair is really different for me, but I like it. Alright guys, so now I'm going to put on my dress. This is a gorgeous House of CB boned floral dress. It reminds me of a Richard Quinn dress that I wanted to buy that was like about £3,500, but then House of CB came out with this one, so I thought it was perfect, and I'm matching with my fiance. I'll show you guys a bit better. This is like the natural sunlight. The burgundy hair kind of matches with some flowers in the dress. But I love the fact that this part is boned. It's just really flattering and it fits nicely, you know. So here we have the suit with the trousers. As you can see, it's that really lovely burgundy color. It matches with my hair. Yes, I did that on purpose. This suit is actually from ASOS. For accessories, he's just gonna wear his Christian Louboutins Ferragamo belt. thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this get ready with me. Give this video a thumbs up. Don't forget to hit that notification bell so you know every time I upload. Subscribe, and I will see you all in my next video. Keep safe, and praying for you and wishing you all the best. Bye-bye.